NBA player props on PrizePicks for Tuesday, January 10th. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit by using that link in the description or using promo code TUFF if you are not yet signed up. Currently got the SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Taco Square going on here at 25.5 points. I mean, even at 29.5 points, this was looking like a decent play with Bam Adebayo being out for the Miami Heat. We know Shai loves to attack the basket here. So just, I know you guys are going to ask me in the comments how I feel about the Taco, and I do like the Shai Taco at 25.5. So I do like the Shai Taco. No Bam Adebayo, no Tyler Hero. I think both those guys are like top 3 on the team in defensive win shares here. But again, no Bam Adebayo is just a massive hole in the middle for that Miami Heat defense, and that is where Shai thrives. So I like Shai. Again, there's a Discord link in the description and a Patreon link where I do post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Also, I'm not a gambling expert, and this is absolutely not financial advice at all. These are simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions. Take the information I give you, combine it with your own research you've gathered, and then make your decisions based on that. But yeah, let's get into it, you guys. We have another kind of somewhat smaller slate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games tonight. We had 6 yesterday. So again, I think Wednesdays and Fridays are usually the main huge slates for the NBA. But we're looking at a 7-game slate here. I'm looking at 2 props here tonight for this slate. Let's get into it. So the first one I like is going to be Jared Allen, and I like his over. Actually, I'm kind of honestly targeting 2 props here, but I like his over 22.5 points plus rebounds here. I also like his rebounds, and then I also like his first half PRA. But let's just talk about this. This is the play here. 22.5 points plus rebounds. So Jared Allen, points plus rebounds game log this season on the road. He's had a pretty decent hit rate. I mean, you can see here over his last 6 games, he's hit this 3 of his last 6 on the road: 25, 22, 16, 33, 20, and 23. But I like this spot here for Jared Allen because if we take a look at, if we take away the road and we see his matchup earlier this season against the Utah Jazz, he had one of his best games of the year, right? Against Utah, he had 31 points plus rebounds, 20 and 11 in only 30 minutes, which, I mean, you can see in comparison, one of his lower total minutes games of the year. I mean, down here, 30 minutes, had 31 points plus rebounds. It was somewhat of a blowout. Back here, I mean, actually quite a bit of a blowout. I mean, I guess the fourth quarter was somewhat close, but he only played 30 minutes, which he's used to playing around 33, 34, which should obviously give him some more points plus rebounds here. But this game should be a lot closer. Utah plays really, really well at home. I think Cleveland has a sub 500 record on the road. 2.5 point favorites here for Cleveland on the road. No Colin Sexton, no Olynyk, and no Ricky Rubio. Same guys out for Cleveland. But 22.5 points plus rebounds here. We can see here it's an elite, absolutely an elite matchup here for Jared Allen. The Utah Jazz give up the most points in the NBA to centers, the third most rebounds to centers in the NBA. They also do give up the most points in the paint in the NBA. It's 55.5 points in the paint in the NBA. The most points in the paint. We know Jared Allen can't really stretch the floor, can't really shoot anything outside of 15 feet. All he does is dominate in the paint, right? We can see here in that first game earlier this season where Jared Allen had 31 points plus rebounds, he had 20 rebounding chances in that game. 20 rebounding chances, 55% rebounding chance, 11 total rebounds in that game, but 20 rebounding chances in 30 minutes, you guys. If he can play 35 plus minutes, which he, is shown that he can play 35 plus minutes. I mean, he gets consistent minutes. Look at these minutes for Jared Allen. All right, Bickerstaff is not afraid to play Jared Allen, right, at all. And if this is a close game, he's going to see 35 plus minutes, which should give him ample opportunity to hit this line. We've seen centers. I mean, look at these center lines against the Jazz just recently. I mean, this is like earliest December 9th, right? We're looking at just December 9th, like literally over the last month. Sorry, that sounded weird. But literally over the last month, look at these points plus rebounds lines for these centers against the Jazz. Jakob Poeltl 25, Lopez 26, Jaren Jackson Jr. 27, Duren 29, Vucevic 31, Jared Allen 31, Sengun 34, Sabonis 35, Gobert 35, Sabonis 39, Adebayo 40, and Jokic 43. So it's a smash spot. Absolute smash spot here for Jared Allen. Love this play. 22.5 points plus rebounds against the Jazz. I also, like I said, targeting his 9.5 rebounds. The odds for his rebounds is like, it's minus 137 on Sugar House Bet Rivers. Minus 137 here for Jared Allen. You could be targeting rebounds here alone. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am looking at, I got to just share this with y'all. I'm looking at his first half PRA. It looks really strong to me, in my opinion. Again, I'm not giving this as an official play, but just, sharing some information for you guys to do with it, what you will. But 18, 15, and 13, and 11, his PRA over his last 5, but just an elite matchup, like I said. PRA first half game log this season, he had 24 PRA in that first game against Utah in Cleveland. 24, we just need 13 here tonight. So this is honestly, I don't want to give it as an official play because I just really want to stick with 2 to, limit the, I guess, confusion, or just limit the, this play hit, this play didn't. But Jared Allen over 12.5 PRA is looking decent, guys. So if you guys look at this and you have done your little research on it and you decide to take it, show some love in the comments after, because I do want to kind of just share the light on this one. It's looking decent. And then the second play for the slate is going to be, we're going to go with back to LaMelo. Now, LaMelo, I mean, he's been really, the foul trouble for LaMelo has been tough. If you guys are in the Patreon, we've taken LaMelo props. I mean, he's been good for us. It's been profitable, but his last game was just not very good at all. So we take a look at his game log this season. Look at this last game. The 6 fouls. He fouls out. He only plays 25 minutes. He gets 8 assists in 25 minutes. 8 assists. His line was at 8.5. We needed 9 assists. He plays 25 minutes. I mean, look at his minutes, right? He's looking at 35. He plays 10 less minutes than normal. He still gets 8 assists. Has hit 12, 12, 6, 11, 9. So has hit the over. I'm going to say this is a hit here at 8 because without the foul trouble, I mean, we're looking at he's hit the over on this in 5 of his last 6, in my opinion. But he gets a great matchup, in my opinion, here tonight against the Toronto Raptors. Now, this spread here is going to be a little, I mean, I don't know. The Hornets are such a weird team because they blew out the Bucks. And then they just, I don't know. I can't figure out the Hornets. They suck, but 230 over under. We know the Hornets, since LaMelo Ball has been fully healthy, play at the fastest pace in the NBA. The Raptors are going to be 7.5 point spread favorites here. But point guards against the Raptors, right? Look at these point guards versus the Raptors in recent games. I mean, Ja Morant had 17 assists. Jalen Brunson had 12. Chris Paul had 12. De'Aaron Fox had 10. And then Lillard, Halliburton, Garland, and Brunson all had 8 against the Raptors, right? And if we take a look here at point guards, potential assists versus the Raptors in the month of December, right? I mean, this is some pretty decent, or this is just all players, sorry. James Harden had 25 potential assists. Chris Paul had 20. Morant had 17 and got 17 assists. Draymond Green 16. Darius Garland 15. De'Aaron Fox 15. Sabonis 15. If we take a look at LaMelo Ball's last 3 games, he's third in the NBA at 16.7 potential assists. All right, we know defensively the Raptors love to double team and usually double team their best player. It's obvious LaMelo is their best player, most effective offensive weapon. So I think this is a great spot for LaMelo. I think 8 assists. We've seen this line kind of been at 8.5, 7.5, back to 8.5. The sports books have, almost every sports book has this line at 8.5. So we are getting a 0.5 discount here, push potential on PrizePicks at 8. But I just think with how point guards have been able to effectively get those assists against the Raptors, I mean, this is pretty crazy. And I mean, look at these 4 of these top 5 assist totals are at Toronto, like on the road. Jalen Brunson had 8, Fox had 10, Chris Paul had 12, and Ja Morant had 17 assists all in Toronto. You could also target, again, his points plus assists. We haven't seen it at 30.5 in a while, but I'm going with 8 assists here for LaMelo Ball tonight in what I do think hopefully can be a close game, but also at the same time, Steve Clifford respects the bettors, guys. He plays LaMelo Ball in blowouts. Like, I mean, take away this game where he fouled out, which was crazy. Like, and the fouls that LaMelo gets are just so rinky-dink, ticky-tack little BS fouls that are so avoidable. He needs to get better at that. But, I mean, LaMelo Ball is going to play 30, 32-plus minutes easily, no matter the score, no matter the situation. Unless he fouls out, he's playing like 33, 34 minutes tonight. So, Look at this. Steve Clifford, he respects the coin. He respects the bettors. Taking LaMelo Ball over 8 assists. These are the 2 plays here. I'm taking tonight. Obviously, the Jared Allen first half PRA is looking strong as well. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these 2. Let's get after it. I mean, it's been a pretty different, interesting last couple of, I guess, last week or so betting on the NBA, just with the blowouts and just with players being allergic to doing what they normally should be doing. But let's get after it. Drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.